back in the studio again, second time this week, our regular recording night this time. And Smuts and I figured we were going to be having a chat anyway, probably a mess around, play a few games. Why not record it for the internet to watch and listen, should you choose to, via Spotify. I'm in slightly chirpier mood, although please forgive me if I start to flag, because this is second night. I've come straight in from martial arts training and no dinner at all, because Smutsy Boy has a bed to get to when we've finished. So the sooner we start, the sooner I can eat. I think is the rule we're going for. So let's welcome him in. Evening, pal.
Hello.
Hello.
Hiya.
It's been so long.
I've just missed you. I've missed every second without you. Honestly, I've been without my kids and wife all week, and honestly, I've missed you more.
Well, quite understandably so.
For the audio listeners, I shook my head vociferously.
We need to get a sign interpreter as well, so that those watching it can have someone describing what we're saying.
Well, you can have. I'm sure you can have subtitles on. Surely.
Yeah, it must work.
In fact, I think I looked on Spotify the other day, and it's transcribed.
Oh, nice.
So you've got the lyrics so you can sing along at home too. Exactly. You can sing along to the theme tune, the wordless theme tune. Yeah.
Generic rock music that's available on StreamYard.
Oh, royalty-free music.
We need more royalty-free music.
Definitely.
We need to work out how to do it. It would game changer.
Yeah. Or just find a friend who would like to do a theme tune for us.
Who would like some free what's the word I'm looking for? Free marketing.
Not advertising, yeah.
Free advertising. So yeah, we obviously did an extensive CM chat, so we're just gonna play some games tonight.
Well, I do have a little bit of feedback from yesterday's episode, or this morning's episode, if you've been listening, with a couple of questions from the shooting gallery.
Oh, let's get them out of the way early, because I bet I can guess what one of them is.
Go on then. Can you guess what one of them is?
Why are you recording two of these, but he's not doing a show?
Well, yeah, I suppose that was technically one of the questions that got asked.
Well, let me explain. We're not recording these on normal Super League nights. Well, just because we can, really. You don't have to watch or listen to it. We prefer it if you did. But equally, I'm sure, and I haven't been invited, I don't know if you have, but I'm sure the lack of Super League hasn't stopped someone organising some other content, whether that's a Jackbox night or something, for all the managers to get involved with, knowing that they didn't have Super League on Thursday.
I mean, I've not been invited to anything, but I don't get invited to anything anyway. So
I invite you to loads of stuff.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. You do. I think we
need to plan Valentine's. We need to plan our Valentine's night. Yeah,
it's true. Me and my wife had a very similar conversation that you and my wife.
Not dropping a name in this team, no.
No, I'm not. I got told off for that one. When we both said, I suppose we should have a date night at some point, shouldn't we? And my wife said, can we not just both date Fyfie instead? It's so much better. I'm sick of the sight of you. So instead, we will both go out with you separately at some point, and you can be
the irony that
emotional fluffer for the evenings instead.
The irony that you both want to go out with me individually, yet no one of single nature actually wants to go out with me at all.
Yeah, I have told you on many occasions, mate, I will fulfill your sexual desires if needs be. If it gets too much, and you really need that release.
Mate, look at the size of this wrist. It's very strong.
I thought you were going to say something else then. I'm not sitting on that thing. Not a chance.
Go on, what were the actual questions?
Right, so they were, as we are, to be honest, one of them was from me. So we are now only 3 game weeks away from the halfway point of the season. So I wanted to know, and this will lead on to the next question, how many transfer deals are left in the league of the pre-season? You get one with each of the new managers,
yeah,
quote unquote, and then Was it 4 with the rest of the league? So 7 in total.
Well, you didn't give me time to prep and look, but I don't think there's many. I think Stackington maybe have one of their free ones left.
Yeah.
I'm sure Burn must have at least one left. And I can't think of much more.
Excellent. I thought that was going to be the case. I didn't think there was going to be many left. So that would then...
There will obviously be another team that I've forgotten somewhere, but yes,
You'd assume so, yeah.
pretty much 10,000 transfers were processed.
I thought there'd be plenty processed.
There's still a fair few teams with the out of leagues not
that was
taken
my
up
next.
yet.
That was my next question. Is there many out of leagues still available? I know mine's available.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure only half the league have taken the option, to be fair. So clearly transfers aren't that greatly needed by teams.
That was my next question was, do you think that potentially there isn't that many out of league gems left available that people have got needs for? And
I think there's plenty out there.
I think there's plenty available, but whether they improve some of the squads, I don't know.
Well, we went through the reserves on the last episode, and there's plenty of reserves that would improve certain 24s.
Exactly. So that was my next question. Would there be, at the halfway mark, more transfers available in league? Yay!
I mean, never say never. I've done it before.
No, say yes. Stop saying never.
At the current time of talking, I don't believe I'll be announcing at halfway that there'll be more transfers. No.
Okay. What about one game after halfway?
Who knows what the future holds?
I tell you what, it was game week 20, wasn't it, under Steerco? So what about game week 20?
That's the cut-off, isn't it, where you can't do any more?
Okay, right. So it's got to be before game week 20 and after.
If anything's going to happen, it'll be before game week 20.
Stop saying if. Stop being a nuisance.
No.
Tell the people what they want. Tell me what I want.
The people know what I want. I want people to be playing nicely with each other, which seems to be the case at the moment for the most part. I want people volunteering for co-coms, which definitely isn't the case at the moment.
Yeah.
And
I've had to back out at the last minute at least twice.
You backed out. The good news is I've spoken to Ian since his non-appearance on Sunday, so he's okay.
Yeah, I've seen him in the chat, so he must be alive.
But yeah, so I want people being active on their social media to promote the Super League. I can't do it all on my own. Mm-hmm. I want people interacting, and like I say, I want co-coms and stuff. And if people are playing nicely, then I'll play nicely. But if they just kind of going through the motions, I'll just go through the motions. I'm not gonna put in more than anyone else's anymore because it's not worth it.
Playing devil's advocate, then, voice of the people that I am. Would you expect that more transfers equals more content? And would you think maybe the sort of laissez-faire attitude, the going through the motions that people are at the minute, is that because they're not as invested in their teams because they've not got as much transfer?
I don't see why. If you think back to the early years of the Super League, before people were more invested than they are now, we had people putting out weekly videos. We had people doing their own sort of pre-match press conferences. We had all sorts of stuff going on. We had rivalries being spouted publicly. It was all going on. Don't see it anymore.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's not all transfer based.
No, I would suggest that that's true. Same token, all the rivalries nowadays seem to be a little bit more venom behind it.
That's entertaining for me.
That's true. That is true. I need to pick a fight with some.
It matters more when it matters more.
It's true. I'm trying to think. Who do I need to have a word with Swanee.
Put it this way: I've had a manager. I've had a manager message me about my presentation style, suggesting that you're getting a free ride because of who you are.
That was on my list as well of questions that Duggan has posed, because he did send me the same. I said
I never said it was Duggan.
It was
Maybe
Duggan.
another manager thinks you're getting an easy ride because of who you are.
It was Duggan. He sent me the message. Right, here we go. Because I've been talking to him earlier. Right. Apparently, I'm getting a free pass on the season 2 Foss Road project.
You did spout that bollocks a lot, to be fair.
I have done, and I've said it repeatedly.
You still haven't found out how to play away from home.
No, exactly. I'd love to be able to get. Oh, can I work out how to get up Swanee's stats that he sent me this morning?
Can I work out how to get up? There's a clip for someone to put all over the internet.
Super League, out of context.
Out of context. Just you saying, I just need to work out how to get up.
So, let's do this. See if I can share the present screen. Share screen. My WhatsApp.
Nice to live produce this stuff, you can't just think.
So you can now see this win percentage.
Can you zoom in at all?
I can indeed.
There you go. It's better.
So win percentage. So I had said, a lot of the time that we can only win at home. We haven't won away at any point. Yep. I knew it was bad. I didn't realise it was this bad. I didn't realise Savage was as bad as this either. So I think he's got the right to be looking at this and going, I never win away from home. But I think this season that is
12% away from home.
12% win rate away from home.
Who's got the best away record? Sorry, is it Macca?
It is Macca, followed by Jens and Tato.
I like that Jens is 39% at home and away. Consistent.
Home and away, he is consistent across both.
Duggan's rate in there.
Exactly, decent.
Is that just this season, or is that like entire managerial record?
Over ever. So this will obviously.
How has he never won a star with those ratings? It's outrageous.
Well, apart from last season, I don't know for definite, but I don't think he's won a playoff game, has he?
So he bottles it on a big occasion. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, he didn't last season. You can say that he had a very, very good run. Did he become third?
To be fair, look at Macca 48% at home, 40% away.
You would suggest, how has he never won?
How has he never won anything?
Yeah.
He's got a better away record than Ian Edwards and an almost identical home record.
Yeah.
And Ian's got 2 stars to his name. Or is he on 3 now? I've lost how many stars Ian's got.
Ian Edwards has got 3.
3 now,
only 3-star general. On the flip side, you would look at Steve's figures and say, how the fuck does he have a star?
How has he won a star?
Love you, Steve. This, compared to not losing, only 18% of games at home have I ever lost.
Wow.
Look at that, 29% games ever away from home have I not lost. That is ridiculous. So one in 3 games, 65% of games away from home. So 2/3, almost the opposite of me. And of course, this week sees Jens away from home, me at home. So the immovable object against
the irresistible force.
The irresistible force. And I think we know which of the two is which.
Well, he's certainly irresistible.
Exactly. There you go. Fuck it, I've done it again. So close.
We want to hashtag be more Jens.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Let's get this hashtag trending.
So that is a very, very interesting. So that was where the conversation with Duggan started, was him taking the piss about you not having brought that up with me at any point, that I've got this rhetoric that I don't win away from home at all. Unfortunately, for me, it isn't just rhetoric. It is there in black and white and green and yellow and orange and whatever colour that Swanee put together. So that completely apropos of nothing dropped in my WhatsApps this morning from Swanee. and it has just backed up my argument there, which was quite funny. I knew it was bad. I didn't realise it was quite that bad. Horrific. But no, the big question mark that Duggan has had, and probably others, about the season 2 project that I've been mentioning since draft day, really, for the Unicorns, the first iteration of this. And I don't know whether or not it is working. It's fair to say, me bottling the playoffs last minute, season 1, was not a big surprise. As I'd be interested to know who's got the youngest team or overall, and who's got the youngest starting 11. I think you'd be able to see the youngest team or youngest squad on the save, but I don't know if you'd be able to see the youngest first team squad. I think you can see, but it'd be interesting to effectively. My squad is quite young. Season 1, it was never going to do much. Season 2, with the amount of the quality of training, I would expect it to kick on. And the players I wanted to bring in, young players I wanted to bring in to build my team around season 2 onwards,
So
were Radoy, who hasn't played because he's not ready yet. It'd be great if you have got that on screen. We'll talk through that next. Was Van der Vaart, who has played every game this season, and it'd be interesting to find out what his stats are like. If you're happy to show that on screen as well.
So I found it. So we'll start with Sloths. Average age of their current first team, 28.13. The Exiles, 25.
So that's significantly younger.
Fulchester, 25 and a half, so about the same.
It's about similar. This would be much quicker if you...
Exactly 25.
24 over. So rather than clicking on this, top left-hand corner, the little arrow, just click Haggis from there.
Oh, okay. So Badger's 27. Dudley are younger than you.
There we go. So Dudley the youngest by far so far.
Coast 27, nearly 28.
Yeah.
We did Exiles, did you? Did Fulchester Haggis 26.
One of the oldest, yeah.
LSK 27 and a half. Burn nearly 28.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That is one of the oldest.
Sancte exactly 27.
That also doesn't surprise me. That's one of the oldest.
Sloths 28.
The oldest. That is a bit of a surprise, but
Stackington are younger than you as well.
Me, the first team squad, yeah.
Stanley 27.3. And Vikings 25.7.
There you go. So third youngest overall then is my squad. That's interesting to know. I assumed my team was fairly young, and it may also show why Stackington and Dudley Hill are pretty inconsistent. I mean, not quite as inconsistent as my home and away is night and day. But yeah, as I was getting back to, Radoy as my defender, Van der Vaart in midfield, and Rocky Santa Cruz was going to be my main man up front this season until the Kluivert deal came about. And Kluivert has been scoring this season. I think he's one of the top goal scorers in the league so far. Again, why you've got sorry to keep getting back to Super League on our games night. There you go. Third. Is that
joint second?
Joint second, yeah.
So Thierry Henry's on 9, Montel and Kluivert 6.
And I've got nobody else anywhere near that.
Northern Burn have got 3 in the top 10.
And Northern Burn are the only team who have scored more goals than me this season.
There you go.
Interestingly enough. There you go. You said it, not me. So yeah, interestingly, Rocky Santa Cruz isn't getting as much of a look in as I was hoping to. So my season 2 project, was boosted in season 1 by having Roberto Vieira and Emerton. So I didn't need a young defensive midfielder, which I would have normally gone after. So I've been able to build off of that. Nick Matulin was the goalkeeper I wanted, not a young goalkeeper, but is the goalkeeper I wanted. Goalkeeper, I'm not that fussed about age, really, because they don't tend to make big jumps in improvement unless they're a Chiotis or a Vulgaris, something like that. Maybe a Frey at a push, but Frey and Buffon start quite high up anyway. And if you can't get a Frey or a Buffon, the next best goalkeeper for me is Nick Matulin. But then you have someone like a Barthez who's very consistent, but is older. Khan the same. So Nick Matulin was the goalkeeper I wanted. So I went after the players I wanted. Is it working? Difficult to say. Are you able to get Van der Vaart's stats up on screen?
I am.
Please, and thank you.
What stats do you want? As in his attributes?
Yeah, if you just put him up on screen, you'd be able to see his 6.88. So you would, and 1 goal and 1 assist would suggest he isn't pulling up any trees. However, that doesn't mean a lot to me. I'm not that fussed about stats, but I know other people are. What, to me, I'm interested in is 20 influence, 20 marking, 19 passing, 17 creativity, 20 decisions, 14 is his actual on-screen figures rather than his stats. He's got 20s in a lot of the right places. His creativity is going to increase
to
a
be
little
fair,
bit.
420s at 19 years of age is impressive.
Exactly. So he's going to get better, and he's continuing to play to get him better and better and better. I'd also be interested to see Santa Cruz if he has. I'm not fussed about people seeing my injuries and stuff, by the way. So finishing 17, off the ball 19, pace 18. Again, he heading 16 and jumping 15. He is now 19 dribbling, looking fucking class. He's looking really, really good. So he's going to get a lot more trust from me if Kluivert dips off at any point. The only reason he's not playing at the minute at 21 looking as good as that is because Kluivert is doing the business. He's 6 in 9, cannot complain at all. The one that's frustrating for me is Radoy, who doesn't look to have kicked on at all. He's not even making the first team squad, as I was hoping he would go with.
He's not even making the reserve team squad.
Hey, there you go. He's not even playing in reserve. He looks like he's been injured, in fairness, and he's got 9 caps for Australia. That must be because he was Romanian before. Yeah, heading, jumping, not great. Marking, great. Tackling, great. They're the ones I want to be good. But doesn't look anywhere else. A bit of anticipation, bit of decisions. Yeah, he's not quite kicked on to the levels that I know he can get to. So it might need another season for him. But these are all a little bit excusey for me being a season 2 project. I think being in 8th position at the minute with 4 home games to come back to me after those next 4 home games with those figures that we just put up from Swan. If I somehow get 12 points, it's not going to happen. I'm going to tell you that right now. If I get 12 points, I'm looking at playoffs this season, without a doubt. If I get 2 wins and 2 draws, if I can go unbeaten, so 8 points, I've got a very good shot at playoffs again this season. But because of those 4 home games that I do have in a row, 3 of them are in the top 5, as we said last night. Realistically, if I'm going unbeaten, it could be as low as 6 points. It could be that I start getting beat at home. I'd be surprised if I beat the Vikings, really would. I'd be very surprised if I beat East Coast. and Haggis depends what run of form they are when I get to them in 3 games' time. LSK have to win that game without a doubt. And I apologise to Jamie, my former manager. I was his assistant manager for a bit, about 5 minutes. I have to beat him. Bottom line, bottom of the league has to be beaten with my home form. Don't think 6 points does it. But I need to start putting a marker down in the league. And season 2, Unicorns, I've got to trust the process.
Cool. Any other Super League stuff, or can we start to play games now?
No, let's play games now. I'm bored of that already.
Excellent.
But that was you not letting me off, by the way, was it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, yeah, there's no point in even beginning to tell you that you're chatting shit and you're just not doing very well and not living up to your own hype, because you've literally rabbited on for 20 of the 27 minutes that we've been going.
Yep. Talk myself into a circle.
Indeed. So we have got the reverse of our last music quiz, where I have provided some musical acts.
I think we start there.
You want to start there? Okay.
Yeah.
So in our previous episode, you had a load of really famous, well-known bands that I've never heard of.
I'd be interested to find out if anybody else. I know I put them past Dan Megahorse, and he picked out Neutral Milk Hotel immediately as a band he knew. I'd be interested. I assume he'd knew at least 3 or 4 of the others as well. But I'd be interested to hear the rest of the Super League's scores on band or not.
Well, as you know, our musical tastes differ, so I have done the reverse again. And this time I have put a list together of some EDM producers, DJs, acts, or they might not be. They might just be song titles. So we're talking people famous in the world of drum and bass, house, dubstep. All of that is involved in this little list I've got here. There's only, I think, 12, something like that. And what I want to know from you is it someone that falls under the umbrella of an EDM act, or is it not? Simple as that, really. Are you ready?
We need a better title for this. But yes, go for it. I'm ready. I'm not going to get any of these.
The first act is simply Andy Moore. Moore without the E on the end as well. Ooh.
I'd be surprised if that was a song name. But it also could be a double bluff. But no, go on. I'm going to say that is a DJ type bloke.
He is a Grammy-nominated DJ.
Right.
There you go.
Well done, Andy.
Well done. 1 for 1.
That's already half the amount of points you got yesterday.
Indeed. 12th planet.
Well, there's only 7, 8, and there's 8 planets. 7 after I've destroyed Uranus. Sorry, that's the joke. Yeah.
Pluto's a dwarf planet as well, remember, so some people would argue.
Yeah.
See, you get education here as well.
Well, what are the other 3 then? Ridiculous. 12th planet is a song.
12th Planet is, again, a music producer based out of US of A.
Right. It's got a stupid name.
Next, Flume.
I know Flume. I've heard of him.
Okay, so we're saying
I like at least one Flume song.
Okay,
so that is definitely an act.
Flume is an Australian.
Yeah.
I believe Flume comes under dubstep. Of all these genres,
don't know. I wouldn't know.
The cleverly named NRG or Energy.
That sounds like a fucking be a somebody who would do a rap song with somebody. It'd be featuring NRG. So I'm going to say it's a person.
NRG is a new song by the act Jazzy, currently being advertised all over
Jazzy
Spotify.
Jeff?
No,
DJ Jazzy Jeff? Oh, I'm not interested then.
I actually back you to get this one. This one's probably for me. This one was the easiest name on the list. I nearly didn't include it. I thought it was too easy.
Yeah,
Flux Pavilion.
I think I might have seen them
Okay.
at a wireless festival or something when I was drunk. Yeah, they're definitely an act.
They are indeed. Peekaboo.
It's a game I play with my kids. It's got to be a song. You've had too many acts in a row now, otherwise.
I've had one act in a row.
All right, fair enough. In that
You
case,
had NRG and then you
Yeah.
had Flux Pavilion.
yeah, I suppose I said it was an act and it wasn't. Yeah, but no, that's got to be a song, surely.
Peekaboo is an LA-based drum and bass producer.
Stupid name as well. All right, nice to meet you.
Ghost and Stuff.
That is a song by. I don't know who it's by, but it's definitely a song.
Dead Mouse.
Yeah, that's it.
Well done. Impressive. Opus.
That's how you say the word hopeless when you're from Yorkshire. A producer, person, type singer.
It's a song by Eric Prydz.
Oh, well, I could have done with calling on him for an answer for that one.
Very good. A couple more. Toki Monster.
Oh, Jesus. It's got to be one of these fucking. What's the type of music from South Korea called? K-pop.
K-pop.
Some sort of K-pop type.
Can it be a K-pop band if I'm doing EDM?
No,
EDM
some sort of K-pop.
K-pop EDM act.
Yeah, it would have been on a K-pop song as a featuring Toki Monster. That wasn't supposed to be a bad accent. That was,
fucking hell, we're already cancelled for racism.
Jesus. Yeah, apologies.
So we're saying Toki Monster is an act?
Is an act. Definitely.
Yes, it is a female producer out of the US again. You are right. She is of Asian descent.
I assume it'd be some sort of She would have been on a K-pop song at some point.
Penultimate one, Hardwell.
I think I've heard of that. As a
of that
of an act. I don't know if don't know the pronoun.
You're dangerous of not doing the wrong pronoun.
I don't know if it's a bloke or not. I've got a feeling it is an act, but I don't know if it's a duo, a person, a bloke.
He is a Dutch drum and bass artist. Last one, Aluna.
It's got to be a song then, because we've had too many acts otherwise.
Aluna is actually an act, formerly of the act Aluna George, but now Aluna has gone separate.
I've heard
not bad. I think you got what, 4 there?
Yeah,
impressive.
That's more
not bad considering. Not bad considering you don't do drum and bass or or any of the other genres that I mentioned. You did all right there.
Nah, about as.
I mean, Flux Pavilion was a gimme. I'll give, but you did all right.
Well, I gave you one last night that you'd seen live.
I'd seen live, and I tried to argue that I hadn't.
Sure. Yeah, and you still weren't sure that you'd seen them live.
Yeah, I knew it was an act. I just wasn't convinced that I'd seen them.
Yeah. About as dancey as I go would be Hot Chip or LCD Sound System. It's not really my genre at all.
Oh no, I had one more. But it don't matter.
No, go on. But it was the last one.
Dance Cliche.
No, that's got to be a song then.
That one was a song by LF Systems.
Using the same logic as Aluna. So do you want to do your version of Is It a Band or Not? Because I've got loads more from yesterday.
Oh, for God's sake.
Or do we want to go straight into the football-based knowledge quizzes?
No, go on. If you've prepped it, I'll do it.
Lovely. Okay, right. I've got to find them now because I've just moved all the bloody screens. Okay, right. So this is a flat. I've done 9 there, so I'll have to think of another one on the bottom. But no, we've got 10 here, easy peasy. Deer hoof, as in the hoof of a deer.
That sounds like that could easily be a German band. I'm going to say band.
It is a band. Have a very, very good song that I love very much called Panda. The entire lyrics are panda, panda, panda, panda, panda, panda. That's it. It's the entire lyrics of the song.
Nice.
Great. Prince Daddy and the Hyena.
Oh, God. I mean, there's no. I don't know. It's neither conceivable for song title nor band name. Band.
It is a band currently
Yes,
supporting the
2
men
for 2.
singers. Yes.
2 for 2.
Johnny Quest thinks we're sellouts.
True. Band.
No, it's
Oh.
a song by Less Than Jake, which was the first headline act I ever saw. Charlie and the Propaganda Myth Machine.
That's got to be band.
Nope, that is a song by Million Dead, who is the previous band of Frank Turner. I assume you've heard of Frank Turner. He's on Radio 1 all the time, so I thought you might have. Clap your hands, say yeah.
There's just no way, surely. But you've just done 2 songs in a row. Song.
Band. No, they're a nice little twee band.
Tweed.
Like twee.
What does that
Twee.
mean?
You've never heard the word twee before?
I don't believe so.
Like a nice, quiet sort of.
What's the point in quiet music?
Acoustic. You don't.
Doesn't mean it's quiet.
It could be quiet. I'm gonna have to get up the definition of the word twee now. Excessively or affectedly quaint, pretty, or sentimental. There we go. That's a better.
I was going to suggest that Mrs. Smuts was twee then.
No, she's not. No. Right, on the opposite end of the scale, lightsaber, cocksucking, blues.
Band.
No, it is a very good song by the band McCluskey from Wales. So, there you go.
I was doing so well.
Swanee will love that. Sabrina, the Teenage Bitch.
Band.
So it's like Sabrina, the Teenage
Yeah,
Bitch.
yeah.
No, it's a song by Seaway.
Say.
So far, I think you've got the first 2.
The first 2.
You've got nothing since.
The.
Yep.
Band.
Yes, a very, very well-known band from like the 70s or the 80s.
I wasn't alive.
No, neither was I. Well,
You were in the 80s.
The last 3 years of the 80s, but barely. Kurt Cobain's Cardigan.
Well, I've heard of Kurt Cobain's. That's a start. I'm going to say yes. Someone would have named themselves Kurt Cobain's Cardigan. So yes, band.
No, it's a song.
I hate this shit.
And I've got to dig another one out. It's by The Pains of Being Pure at Heart. That song is.
See, now that sounds more like a song title.
That was going to be the last bit if needs be. Right. What about Death Cab for Cutie?
Song.
Terrible. Really, really well-known band. So well-known, in fact, that the lead singer of Death Cab for Cutie was married to Zooey Deschanel of New Girl fame.
What's New Girl?
A TV show. Very, very. You should probably watch New Girl. Similar to Brooklyn Nine-Nine in comedy terms.
Okay.
She was also Summer in.
I've heard of Zooey Deschanel.
She was the blonde-haired girl in Elf.
I've never watched Elf.
Fucking hell, terrible. For the listeners at home, General Smuts has just rolled his eyes at Fyfie.
It's one of the few Christmas films I've never watched. I don't know why. I've seen clips of it and it's just never hit me.
It's Will Ferrell in a comedy.
Yeah, but
It's
I've never watched Anchorman.
what?
Never watched Anchorman.
Fucking hell. What about Talladega Nights?
Is that the skating one with Owen Wilson?
Skating with. Oh no, that's Blades of Glory,
Oh, then no.
and it's not Owen Wilson. This is
Oh,
how well I know you. That's John Heder from Napoleon Dynamite. It's not got Owen Wilson in it at all.
oh.
But I know how insane your brain is that I've gone. It's a blonde-haired person on ice skates with Will Ferrell in it. He means Blades of Glory.
Owen Wilson's class.
He's in Starsky and Hutch and Wedding Crashers.
He is.
And I think Will
He's
Ferrell is
also in a film, and this is where I think I get this confused because there's another one, Something Nights, that he does with Jackie Chan, which is fucking funny.
No, that's not called The Tuxedo.
The Tuxedo's funny as well. That's got Jackie Chan in it.
Fuck, what is that film called? Yeah, I know the one you mean.
You're going to Google it,
That's
aren't you?
going to really annoy me as well. That's going to come back to me at some point. But yeah, you've had a fucking shocker again. Was that 3?
Yeah.
So you got slightly better than yesterday.
Shanghai Nights.
It was what called?
Shanghai Nights.
Shanghai Nights. Yeah, I was trying not to be after the
after the Japanese
from 5 minutes ago. I was like, it's a big city in Asia somewhere.
You go with like Tokyo Nights.
I wasn't 100% sure that it was Shanghai or not, but I wasn't guessing.
That's a great film, by the way. Great film.
Not one that I've really.
Wait, you can't slag me off for not watching certain films and say
I've definitely watched it, but I don't really remember it. Is where I was going with that. Right, let's go for then. We're going to really try very hard for this to not be shit. So we're going for visuals again. This is it looks really shit on screen. Never mind. This is Late Limbs Tenable. Zoom in. Well, then you won't be able to see all 10.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Right, so your question, Fyfie. A very easy one to start off with. Can you name the top 10 Premier League goal scorers of all time?
So Am I allowed to get them wrong?
You get 3 lives.
Okay. Well, Alan Shearer.
Correct. Well,
Are you putting them in order?
I am going to put them in order for you, yeah.
Okay.
I really should have set this up.
Harry Kane.
Harry Kane is correct. You don't have to get them in order, by the way.
Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry is correct.
Have I got them in order so far?
It's a good question.
Oh, okay.
No, you've not. Okay. Thierry
no,
Henry.
I'm going
to put him in number 7 for you. Look.
Okay. Because I still think Kane comes back to beat Shearer.
No chance.
No, what's the difference?
Harry Kane is on 213. Alan Shearer is on 260.
So 47 goals.
Yeah, but
that's 2 seasons.
The rate of decline that he's on, I think it's more like 3 or 4.
He's on about 50 goals in Germany already.
Yeah, in a 1-team league, 2-team league at a push.
It's hardly like looking Messi going to PSG, is it?
Yeah, I suppose. Or America.
Yeah, well, quite. Right. Salah?
Mo Salah has just emptied the top 10 recently.
Chelsea have never really had a great goal scorer.
For those fact fans, it's 153 goals Mo Salah has scored in the Premier League.
Drogba won't have got enough, and they didn't have another one that's prolific enough in the Roman years. So Chelsea won't have one. Ian Wright, does he make the list? I don't think so, but he's a possibility for later. Michael Owen, probably should have made the list, but he went to Real Madrid and crocked himself. Robbie Fowler.
You're saying a lot of names and not coming
I
up
am
with any
saying
answers.
a lot of names. See Andy Cole. Andy Cole must be on there.
Andy Cole is in the list, well, I'll give you Andy Cole. It's Andrew Cole, obviously.
Not to be confused with another Andy Cole.
Well, he has changed his name. We're not going to dead name him as well.
Defoe. He's been around a lot of clubs.
Jermaine Defoe is number 9 on the list.
Come on. Okay. Top strikers. See, I need to go earlier. Like Teddy
Sheringham is your first life lost.
Okay. See, I would say Dwight York, but I don't know how many he got for Villa before he went to Man United. Because he obviously bagged a load for Man United, but he wasn't there that long, really.
And so is Dwight York an answer?
No, not yet. No. I'll put him on the list with Ian Wright as possible come-back-tos.
Okay.
How many did CR7 get before he left for Madrid? Because he was shit when he came back. See, Lukaku scored for everyone except Man United as well. Well, no, he was awful at Chelsea as well, wasn't he? He's only good at Everton and West Brom. Crouch, been around a long time. I think I would know if Crouch was in the top 10, though. Suarez.
There's some really, really obvious ones that you've not said yet.
I need to go back earlier in the Premier League, I think. Suarez. Torres. He got a load at Liverpool, but if Salah's only just number 10, there's no way Torres is on the list. There's no way Suarez is on the list. Frank Lampard
is number 6 on the list. Yeah, was very surprised when you said no one from Chelsea.
Yeah, think about it, obviously. You need to go back to the great teams of the late 90s, early 2000s, don't you? I just don't see Dwight York being on there. And if Sheringham's not on there, Solskjaer's definitely not on there. Zola wouldn't have got enough. Lampard's the only Chelsea player that's going to make the list. Realistically, I need to look at Harry Kane's on there. Would there be another Spurs striker? If Defoe's on there, I can't see it. Darren Bent? No, he'll only... How many did Salah get, sorry?
153.
Right. Bent's only just over 100, I think, so it's not Bent.
So Jermaine Defoe got 162. Thierry Henry got 175. Frank Lampard
who would be
ahead
in
of him
between?
with 177. Andrew Cole got 187.
See, the other way of looking at this is there a team who just kind of hover and just have a... See, I'm now starting to think like West Ham. What's his face? Like Colton Cole was fucking there for years, but he never was a really massive goal scorer.
Scoring 7 goals a season.
Well, let's go with some of the maybes then. Ian Wright. Okay.
You've got 1 life remaining.
Berbatov scored a lot of goals, to be fair, but he wouldn't have scored more than Salah. We're talking proper goal scorers now.
We are indeed.
No one in Leicester would have got enough, I don't think, because first time round you weren't that good, second time round you weren't there long enough.
Well, the only one who'd get close is Jamie Vardy.
How long was Cantona banned for?
It was like 9 months or something.
So he was around long enough to score goals and score lots of them. Cantona.
All 3 lives gone.
Oh, fucking hell.
So you have no lives remaining.
Can I keep going anyway?
You can keep going. You're effectively the most you can. you can once you've lost your 3 lives, you do get to keep guessing. You can either stop here and get 7.
Right, so Dwight York was the other one that was on the possible list. So let's go Dwight York.
All your lives are now gone. So I will.
I don't want to know. Well, can you give me a clue, like a small clue, and see if I can get them? Had I named them and said no, it can't be them?
You've named one of the 3.
Oh,
Said,
fuck's
said
sake. That's even worse.
So let's go backwards. So this player here played in the Premier League for Liverpool and Leeds.
Robbie Fowler.
It is Robbie.
Fuck's sake. I should have stuck with it. I named him early as well.
You did indeed. Let's just make sure that's in red, so we all know that you got that one wrong. He scored 163 goals, just one ahead of Jermaine Defoe.
Robbie Keane
is not in the list. Okay. No, you've lost 5 lives now somehow. This one, a very, very obvious one. Played his entire Premier League career for Manchester City before leaving for Barcelona and having to retire early due to I believe, an issue with his heart.
Who went from Man City to Barcelona?
Sold to Man City from Atletico Madrid as well.
Oh, Aguero. Right. Sorry, when you said his entire, I was like, what? Like a Man City player all spent his whole career? Of course, Aguero. What the fuck?
Premier League career.
Oh, that's poor. To be fair, that's poor.
This one is even worse.
Don't tell me. Well, he's not English.
He is indeed English. The former England's all-time top goal scorer.
Oh, how did I not think of Wayne Rooney?
Wayne Rooney. Terrible.
I named Ronaldo. I named fucking Berbatov, and I forgot all about Wayne Rooney. Oh, that's piss poor. That's
absolutely horrific, that one.
I enjoyed that though. I forgot another one.
Well, we can happily do another one. I haven't got one in front of me, but we are easily able to come up with one on the spot.
Do it. I want to redeem myself because I'll forgive myself, Robbie Fowler, because I at least mentioned him. The fact I didn't even say Aguero or Rooney is fucking poor.
Yeah, really bad.
And then say he's not English.
Yep.
I went through all the Man United strikers. I even said about Everton. Still didn't think of Wayne Rooney.
Here we go. So let's get rid of those. Let's get rid of your lives. Start again with your lives. Let's go, because I've got the stats up on screen. Let's go with the top 10 red cards.
As in number of
red cards of all time.
Right. Okay. So instantly coming to mind, but I'm wondering if I'm confusing it. I want to say Dunn, but is he not most own goals?
He is both.
He's got the most red cards and the most own goals.
Joint red cards, and I'm pretty sure he's the most own goals as well. Yeah.
And yet he still managed to play for like fucking 3, if not 4 top Premier League clubs in his career.
Other than Man City.
Oh dear me.
Did he play for any? No,
yeah, I'm not talking like Arsenal, Man United, but I'm talking like he wasn't exactly threatened with relegation every year, was he?
No. Well, yeah, I'm sure he got relegated with Man City at one point. But
right, red cards. Roy Keane has to be on there.
Roy Keane is on there. 2, 3, 4. Joint 4th, basically.
Okay.
But alphabetically, 4, 5, 6th.
Now again, see, football changed, didn't it? Football has changed a lot in the Premier League era. Because if Keane's on there, you'd imagine Vieira's on there, but he was a little bit more cultured, wasn't he, Vieira? So was he more of a booking merchant? Whereas you can imagine Tony Adams or Martin Keown seeing red a lot. I can't see all 3 of them being on there, but there's definitely going to be an Arsenal player on there. Let's go. Let's go Keown.
First life lost.
Oh, okay. See, the thing is, I could quite easily just go Adams and then Vieira and lose all 3 lives straight away.
Potentially, or one of them could be right, or both of them could be right.
Who else was a red card merchant? Who's always gets sent off? See, like this, if this was like worldwide, then you know Sergio Ramos is number 1 because I'm sure has he not got a stat where he spent over a season suspended because of the amount of red cards he's got.
That would be great. No, this is Premier League all time.
Richard Dunn's joint first. Who's he joint first with? See, Michael Dawson, I don't remember getting sent off a lot. We've got to think centre-backs and defensive midfielders first and foremost. Jaap Stam wasn't one for getting sent off, I don't think. See, did Gary Neville get sent off a fair bit? I've already moved away from centre-backs. Tony Adams.
Looking at this list.
Sol Campbell won't be on there. I don't remember him getting sent off a lot. Ledley King was too busy getting injured.
I tell you what, I'm gonna rip this band-aid off for you because you're struggling real bad. There is not.
I'm just talking myself out of things.
There's not a single other centre back on this list.
Wow.
Other than Richard Dunn. You could argue one of these played centre back a little bit.
Wow. Okay.
But not really.
Right. Okay. Vieira then.
Vieira is joint top.
Oh, so there's 3 of them on however many Dunn and Vieira I've got.
There is indeed. On 8 red cards.
Fucking hell. Joey Barton has to be on there.
Joey Barton is joint 7th? Yeah. With 6 red cards in the 2 seasons he played in the Premier League.
Right. Okay,
there's more really obvious ones.
Yeah, I'm sure there are. Let me think through that. So there's big team bias. So you're starting to think the likes of Man United, Arsenal, they're not going to have a lot on there. Chelsea aren't going to have a lot on there. You said there's no more centre backs, which means Terry's not on there anyway. So we're starting to look at sort of the mid-table mediocrity in the bottom clubs as to who was losing players all the time. Robbie Savage.
Life number 2 gone.
Oh, okay. Is there a Leicester player on the list?
There is not. No,
okay.
None of these have ever played for Leicester.
Okay.
Although one shares the name of someone who has played for Leicester.
Helpful. Okay. See, is there goalkeepers that keep getting sent off as well?
There's no goalkeepers on the list. That's a ridiculous shout.
No goalkeepers. You say that, but we've got one in our league that got sent off twice in 2 games.
In my defense, hang on, I've just clicked next on the screen. Joint on 6. There's loads joint on 6. There's actually 20 in total if in a top 10, and most of these are centre backs. So not on the list. Martin Keown is technically on 6. So I've done you dirty there. I'll be honest. I'm going to give you a life back for Martin Keown. I have done you dirty there because I've done it alphabetically here. Martin Keown has got 6 red cards. John Terry also has 6 red cards.
Oh, come on.
Here you go. I'll tell you what, to help you out then. So none of these are in the top 10 because of alphabet. But these are also joint 7th on
with Joey Barton.
With Joey Barton, yeah. Nicky Butt is the first alphabetically, technically 11th.
Okay.
Andrew Cole, sorry.
Did he get
Steven
sent off a lot?
Gerrard. He played
See, I was thinking, would Gerrard be on there or not?
John Hartson.
That doesn't surprise me the slightest.
Eunice Kabul.
Oh, I forgot about
6
Eunice
red
Kabul.
cards. The first ex-Leicester player on the list.
Go on, tell me Robbie Savage, and you take my other
No.
ex-work.
Paul Konchesky.
Yeah, that's a great shout. I did actually think about Konchesky.
Frank Kadru. Also got 6.
Middlesbrough.
Frank Kadru, yeah, he also played for Fulham. John Terry got 6, as did Martin Kieran, and Nemanja Vidic also got 6.
Vidic was always going to be on there until you said no centre backs.
Yeah, there you go.
He got sent off every game against Liverpool, I think.
Trying to find Robbie Savage. He didn't really get sent off a lot, to be honest, did Robbie Savage?
Right, so
Tony Adams got 4 red cards. Have you muted yourself?
Not anymore.
Yes, you did, yeah.
Right, so we know...
So there are 2 other...
we know...
alphabetically ahead of Nicky Butt, surname, that are on 6 red cards. What I'm going to do is, because Luis Boamorte is number 10, I'm going to give you Martin Keown.
Well, because you didn't think I'd get Luis Boamorte?
Were you going to get Luis Boamorte?
No, I would never have guessed Luis.
No. The other one, beginning with either A or B, ahead of Joey Barton alphabetically, you've got a chance of getting. So I'm going to leave that one there.
And it's not Tony Adams.
No, because he only got 4.
Okay. And you're doing them in alphabetical order. So the one in 2 is somewhere between D and V, and it's an obvious red card merchant.
Yeah, there we go. So these is... I'm going to do this, look. Sorry, and that was 6 as well. This is how many red cards they got.
Right. Let's start fullbacks. Let's throw him in there. Fuck it. Gary Neville.
No.
Okay. Kyle Walker doesn't get sent off a lot.
There are 0 current players in the list.
Oh, okay.
The closest to getting onto this list is Lewis Dunk, who has 5 red cards.
Go on, Lewis.
There's quite a lot on 5 red cards, so I'm just going to see if there's anybody else currently playing. No, there is not. So the only current Premier League player who could technically get onto this list is Lewis Dunk.
Right, so there's no goalkeepers, no centre-backs. They're not currently playing.
Yeah, I've given you lots of clues here. I mean, there's 2 really fucking obvious ones here.
Oh, now
mentioning that they get red cards in the Premier League.
I'm just wondering if one or both of these are on the list. Lee Bowyer. Fucking hell, he got sent off for fighting his own fucking teammate.
He did.
See, I'm not going to say Kieran Dyer now. If Bowyer's not on there, here. Leeds had some fucking monsters in that team as well.
There is at least one player on this list that you would associate with being a Leeds United player.
Right, the core wouldn't have been sent off enough. Danny Mills, maybe? Danny Mills.
All your life's gone. That was terrible. You got 1, 2, 3, 4,
okay.
5 at a push. So let's go with the dreaded red marker pen. Duncan Ferguson. Big red card merchant.
Yeah, see, now, I don't really consider him a red card merchant, though.
He literally got put in prison for assaulting somebody on the football pitch. The only person ever to get put in prison for assault on a football pitch.
Eric Cantona?
No, Duncan Ferguson was the answer.
No. I'm saying,
No,
did he not go to prison for assault on a football pitch? Well, technically in the stand, but
no, he didn't get any.
or did he just get suspended?
Just got suspended. Yeah.
Okay.
And these ones are really fucking obvious. There are people at home screaming at the screen.
You're not giving me clues like you did last time. You're just typing them in.
Okay, right. Well, they're really fucking obvious. Red card merchants. Played for Sunderland. And his name is Lee Catamol. Only thing he did.
Oh, yeah, Lee Catamol was a red card. Now, he is a red card merchant.
Is now a movie star in
Vinnie
the Marvel
Jones.
universe. Yes.
Who's he in Marvel?
Juggernaut.
Okay.
In the first X-Men. X-Men 3, The Last Stand. He was Juggernaut.
We've had this chat before. I've never watched the X-Men films.
Yeah, these two are slightly more difficult. The Leeds United player that I was talking about, with the same name as an ex-Leicester City player, is Alan Smith. Probably for when he drops.
Oh, yeah, of course. Alan Smith. Do you know what? He is probably quite an obvious one, but I would never have thought of it.
That was
because he's one of those players who I kind of put the red cards to one side because I think for the Leeds relegated moment, I think of the volley for Man United, I think of him randomly turning up at Notts County or wherever it was. It was. I just don't think of the red cards.
Yeah, there you go. And then the last one, probably more for longevity more than anything else, is Gareth Barry. It's a lot
I don't remember him getting sent off either. He just was around.
Exactly, and that was the one that you could probably give as a centre back if you tried hard enough.
Or given that he was a centre back.
He was more a defensive midfielder for most of his career, but
was he fuck?
Yeah, he was. He only really played centre back at the start of his career for Aston Villa. Right, so
he's most well known for playing.
I'd suggest winning the league with Man City. So,
right, I guarantee you there are lots of Man City title winners you don't even remember playing for Man City.
Yeah, probably. So, would you like to give me a top 10? Or do you want to go over to the tic-tac-toe table?
No, I want one more. I want to redeem myself.
You want to redeem yourself? Okay, well, I've just got rid of that fucking page as well. It's annoying. So let's do you a bit of an easier one then. So let's go with
top 10 lowest points.
10. 10.
I want to get one right.
10 players who played for both Man U and Man City. I'm sure there'll be 10.
Oh, so you've not checked this first?
No, I've made that up as I'm going. Yeah.
Peter Schmeichel
is tenable.
Tevez.
Carlos Tevez is tenable.
I need to think of something. Sancho?
Did Jadon Sancho ever play a
competitive first team game? Maybe not.
Game
I mean, there might have been a random fucking EFL Cup game or something.
No chance he did. I will Google it, but there's very little chance he did. Right, so there is a little page here where you can say. So we will use the official football reference page, multi-squad players who played for. You can keep guessing in the meantime. I'm pretty sure Jadon Sancho's wrong.
I was waiting to just find out if I'd lost a life.
Pretty sure you have.
Okay.
While I just double check E, F, G, fucking idiot. Man United, Man City. Here we go. Right. Find players. So they are officially in the Premier League era from 1992. we might struggle for 10. I'll be honest.
Okay.
This includes the women's game as well. I'd give you 1, 2, 3,
Andy Cole.
4, 5. Yeah, Andy Cole is correct.
So we're saying 5 in the men's game.
Yeah.
In the Premier League.
So we'll also do or Liverpool and Everton. Actually, or Spurs and Arsenal, because I can't think of any. Everton. And I can think of plenty for Spurs and Arsenal.
Owen Hargreaves.
Owen Hargreaves is tenable. So there's one more for Man U and Man City.
In the Premier League
from
era?
from the men's game in the Premier League era, yeah.
And do you know who it is? You've already checked.
Yes, yeah, I've got the answer in front of me. You'd probably struggle, to be honest.
Are we going older Premier League as opposed to more modern?
Yeah, 90s.
Is it a really well-known player?
It's a well-known player. You will just struggle with it. 1, 2, 3.
If we're talking early to mid 90s, will you tell me, are they British?
No.
Right. Okay.
As in, no, they aren't British.
No, you won't tell me.
No, I won't tell you. I will give you one before the Premier League era because there's only 4 for Spurs and Arsenal as well. This is why I prepped them beforehand.
Oh, I know who it is. Oh, he played for Rangers.
Yep.
The guy that stood on the ball.
Yep.
Fuck.
I want to say googling this.
No, I can see him in his fucking Man City shirt. He was a winger.
He was.
Oh, fucking hell. He's Eastern European of some descent as well. You like
Russian?
I was going to say Ukrainian or something, yeah. I can fucking see him stood on the ball. What's his name?
Do you want to move on to Spurs and Arsenal as well?
No, not one. Andrei Kanchelskis.
It is Andrei Kanchelskis.
Fuck for that. Okay, so Spurs and Arsenal.
Yep.
Sol Campbell.
Sol Campbell is correct.
Did Adebayor play for Spurs for a time? I can see him in his Man City shirt, but no, I don't remember him playing for Spurs.
For the viewers at home, General Smuts is incredulous.
Oh, why can't I think of people that crossed the divide in North London? I suppose they didn't have to cross the divide, did they? They could have gone elsewhere first.
Yeah.
Van Persie was Arsenal, Man United. Goalkeepers? No. See, they would have had to be quite good to play for both teams, I suppose. Are they all like fucking obvious, or are they all Andrei Kanchelskis?
I mean, one or so. Yeah, two of them I would suggest are fairly obvious, and one is you would struggle to remember that he played for one of those two teams.
How many lives have I lost? One.
One so far, yeah.
I mean, I'm struggling to think of players. So I mentioned him. I don't know why I would mention. What is Adebayor?
Yes.
Oh,
Famously slid on his knees in front of the Arsenal fans.
but I thought that was for Man City.
Might have been, but he definitely played for Spurs as well.
Such an ass. Um. Oh wait. Oh fuck! There wasn't there? He went the other way. It was the reverse Sol Campbell. Did he not play for Chelsea as well?
Yes.
Oh fuck! He played for all three of them. He's Jose Mourinho's guy.
Sort of, yeah.
Oh, this is going to fucking bug me. Can you tell me which way he went through the three?
I can do. I
It was
believe
Chelsea first.
I believe it was Arsenal first and then Chelsea
Oh,
and then Spurs.
in that order, or was there anyone else in between?
Just double checking. Chelsea, Arsenal, then Spurs.
In that order?
In that order, yeah.
Oh, you bastard. Oh, fuck loyalty, eh? Gallas.
William Gallas is correct, yeah.
Fuck for that.
Now, this one is tough. He's
Okay.
well known for playing for Spurs,
Okay.
but started his career at Arsenal. And then this last
Are
one,
we talking late Premier League or early Premier League?
mid Premier League.
So mid I would say is 2000 to 2010.
Yeah. And then for number 10, because there isn't any more,
Okay.
who scored a goal for either Man City or Man U to relegate them?
Dennis Law did.
Dennis Law. Correct. There you go. So you've got this last one to get that played for both Spurs and Arsenal in the Premier League era between 2000 and 2010.
Wow. Can you tell me position?
I can tell you I've met him and refused to serve him a pint.
Okay, helpful.
In the Wembley Players Lounge in a FA Cup final, a very famous FA League Cup final.
I'm sure you've told me this story.
I have indeed. Where he was cup tied because he was on loan from either Spurs or Arsenal to the team who won the League Cup final against either Spurs or Arsenal.
So this is when Leicester won the cup, isn't it? Because that's why you were working at Wembley.
No.
Oh.
No, I just lived nearby.
Oh, no, yeah, you wouldn't have won it between 2000 and 2010.
We did win the League Cup between 2000 and 2010.
Oh! Oh, fuck.
I can give you another clue if you want. He famously kicked a ball off of a roof into a bin.
What?
It's another little clue for you.
Is it? I've got two names in my head and I don't know which one it is, but I'm conscious that I've not got enough lives. Is it a fullback or is it a winger?
I'm not giving you any more clues. You couldn't have more. You've got loads of clues here. You've got 2 lives left as well.
Right. The two names I'm thinking, but I can picture them both for Arsenal, but I just can't picture them for Spurs. is Moritz Volz, but I think he's Fulham, not Spurs.
He is. So I'm going to take a life away for that
No,
one.
no, because I haven't guessed him.
Well, I gave you the answer, so you have to.
No, but I didn't guess him. That's on you.
All right, come on. You got another one. You've still got 2 lives left. You're fine. And
The
one
other,
to get.
the other name I'm thinking is Jermaine Pennant, but I can only picture him Arsenal and Liverpool.
Is your guess Jermaine Pennant?
No. I'm on the right lines, but the wrong player. Scored from the halfway line. Amazing hair. David Bentley.
David Bentley is correct. Congratulations.
Fuck for that.
You've done a tenable. We had to really spoon feed you with, but you've done a tenable. Well done.
Yes.
Right. I mean, we're well over an hour in, and I've not answered any questions for about 6 months here.
Okay, let's do one for both of us then.
Should we do a tic-tac-toe, shall we?
Let's do a tic-tac-toe.
Right. So, for the listeners and viewers at home, tic-tac-toe, very simple. It is basically me stealing the idea of the immaculate footy game, where you have to fill out across 3 across the top, 3 across the bottom.
No, 3 across the top and 3 down the side.
3 down the side. Yeah. So today's immaculate footy grid is effectively Dortmund at the top and Chelsea. So this would be the today's version. Played for Dortmund, Liverpool, Brazil. Down the side here is Chelsea, PSG, Inter. And with those 6 teams, you then fill out. So someone who played for Chelsea and Dortmund, or Chelsea and Liverpool, or Chelsea and Brazil. So you would say someone like Alex, who played for Chelsea and Brazil, Yossi Benayoun, who played for Liverpool.
What a shout that is.
Etc. Mamadou Sakho, who played for PSG and Liverpool, etc. And it's tic-tac-toe because we have to try and answer those ones in a noughts and crosses style. But this is just the example that is on the screen. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete all those off, and we are going to come up with our own ones.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Because it has to be fair, because we've not thought about these in advance, and we don't know obviously what we're going to pick. So you can go first.
Do you want to be top or side?
I'm never on top, mate. So we'll go on the side.
I'll go on top then.
Yeah.
Let's go Leeds United.
Leeds. Okay. And I will go with, I like Brazil from earlier, so we're going to go with Brazil.
That's a fucking horrible shout, that. Let's go Newcastle United.
Newcastle, keeping it British. Okay. So I'm going to go with... let's go abroad and go with Roma.
That's a fucking horrible shout as well. And then I will go Juventus.
Okay. And then I'm going to go with Leicester City. Because I want to win this. So you may go first. So
I need to think of either a Leeds, Newcastle, or Juventus player that's played for Brazil, Roma, or Leicester.
Exactly.
Right. Okay. This is where it's helpful if you actually know these fucking teams. Right, a Leeds. Right, let's think of Brazil international. Bruno Guimaraes, Newcastle in Brazil.
Is correct.
You've chickened out spelling Gimaresh. Bruno
Oh,
G.
I wasn't sure if it would fit.
No, that's fine. We know who Bruno G is.
I'm pretty sure
I
that's.
don't think that's right.
I don't think that's right at all. No. Sorry, I was just trying to get up.
Again.
For the viewers at home. Hang on. Just I'm not putting it through, but I'm trying to get AS Roma.
Wait, you're looking up Roma?
No. So I've got it on. You won't be able to see it, but I've got it up, ready, because I think that's going to be the one that we're going to struggle for an answer on, and it's right in the middle. So I'm going to go with try and stop you here straight away. So Leicester and Newcastle, Harvey Barnes.
Oh yeah, of course. See, I was back in my sort of half knowledge of Leeds, but you've picked shit teams.
So you can be in red for Swindon, and I will be in blue for Leicester City. Look at
that. Is it like just players, or could they have like played for one and managed one?
No.
Just played.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can't have Enzo Maresca for Leicester and Juventus.
Okay. See, will you fact check it for me?
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Because I'm sure. No, I should stick with an easy one. I've got a possible for Juventus and Roma. It's the only one I can think of. But I need to stop you. Leeds and Leicester. Did you have their right back for a time?
Yes. Two of them off the top of my head.
Yeah, but is it the ones that I would think of?
Maybe. Or Maybury.
Alan Maybury?
Yes. But you're not having that one.
What the fuck?
I've just given you the answer.
Okay.
There's way more obvious ones than that as well, by the way.
Has there been quite a few that have played for?
We
spoke about him earlier. Jermaine Beckford.
I'm going to say, yeah, we spoke about Beckford and Kasper Schmeichel earlier today.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
I realised that.
Who was the other right back?
Lee Peltier.
Oh yeah, no, I was thinking of the wrong one. Peltier is who I was thinking, but I was thinking Sam Byron.
No, he never played for Leicester. There's also Paddy Kisnorbo, Kasper Schmeichel, as I've just said. There's going to be absolutely loads. Matthew Jones on 0102. Yeah, there's going to be loads anyway. Right, so I need a Leeds and Brazil player really to stop you from going in either of these corners, which is Roque Junior.
I was just thinking Roque Junior.
Very easy one to fill that one out.
If you've got a possible player for two squares,
you can only use it in one.
Okay, so fucking hell. I don't know what to do now. I'm more confident that he's Juventus and Brazil, but I have a feeling he's Juventus and Roma as well. But let's go for Juventus and Brazil.
Okay.
And I'm sure Emerson played for both.
We will search Emerson of Roma fame.
Yeah, he's the Roma Emerson, I think, also played for Juventus, and that's why I was going to put him there.
I believe so. He did go from Roma to Juventus.
Yes. Come on.
Right. So then, to stop you from winning, I need to think of a Newcastle United and Roma player.
Fucking hell. There's got to be some random fucking mad Italian, isn't there?
Not really. Gigi Wijnaldum.
Oh, fuck.
Quite an easy one, that.
So I have to think of a Leicester and Juventus player?
No. Oh, yes. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Fucking hell. Is there a Leicester and Juventus player? I mean, I'm never going to get this, am I? Could you think of any out of interest? Is there a couple?
At least one.
Helpful.
I'll tell you what, as I already know the answer, I will check it for you.
What, if there's more than one?
If there's more than one, yeah.
Right.
No, there is only one. Which explains why I couldn't think of another one.
There's definitely only one.
There is.
How far back in time are we talking?
I'm not giving you any more clues.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, no clues at all. So I can't even say, can you at least confirm if he is Italian?
No, I'm not going to confirm or deny that.
Okay.
The clue is he's played for both Juventus and Leicester.
Right. Could be literally any fucker in the world.
Well, there's only one, so it couldn't really, could it?
Right, let's think
Feel
of the
free to go for one of the other ones.
Well, no, there's no point because you know the answer. And you've just checked it as well.
I knew
so
it was right.
So you know the answer.
I already do the answer.
Right. Claudio Ranieri. What Italians would he have had in that squad?
I don't think he had any Italians in that squad.
That's not fucking helpful.
Did he have any Italians in that squad? I think we've only ever had one Italian play for Leicester ever.
There's no way that's true.
I will check that. As you can also check international teams on this thing.
See, I don't really find. I'm trying to think of like CMO.
Oh, no, there is two. We've got one currently in the squad. Well, actually, no, we don't. He's just got sent back to Chelsea. But Cesare Casadei is technically Italian.
Right. So it's not him.
No, he's not played for Juventus. He's played for Reading and Chelsea.
But you did say you've got one, so I'm wondering if it's someone in the current squad. The fuck in the current squad would have played for Juventus?
Well, I've just said we had an Italian in the current squad, and I've just named who it was.
Yeah, but for him to play for Juventus, it's very rare English players go to Italy, so it makes more sense for an Italian player to come over.
There's loads of English players in Italy at the minute. Chris Smalling.
Shut up.
I
only watched you the other night. Would there be an ex-Juventus player? Did Harry Winks went to Italy?
He did.
That wouldn't have been Juventus though.
Could have been. From Spurs.
Ooh. No, you're trying to get me to go Harry Winks.
Not at all. I know the answer.
I reckon it's someone in the current squad. But I can't even think of your fucking 11 now. The goalkeeper I don't think is Italian.
The Italian that played for us
don't
is
talk
not
to
in our current squad. The other Italian that played for us is not in our current squad.
Don't talk to me.
I am trying to help.
Oh! Oh, no. He'd be French, wouldn't he?
I've just talked the other Italian player that played for us in the Premier League era since 1992 is not in the current squad.
So he's not Italian?
I didn't say that. I'm trying to help you.
You're not helping. So is that guy not Italian then, but he's got an Italian-sounding name? The kind of winger striker lad. Not McAteer, he plays on the right. And then you've got Dewberry Hall, who does everything, and Harry Winks behind him, who plays on the other side. Oh, wait, did Iheanacho play for Juventus? No. He wouldn't have got two big clubs to take a punt on him. He's fucking awful.
Do you mean two big clubs? He played for Man City and Leicester. There's two big clubs. We
can debate the legitimacy of that statement afterwards.
I think we need to put a time limit on this because it's already been 10 minutes on this one.
Mavadidi.
Fuck off, you cunt.
Yes! Is it right?
Yeah. Fuming. Absolutely fuming that is correct. Roberto Mancini was the other Italian that I was trying to point you towards. So the only way I can do this now is to get Roma and Leeds player and a Roma and Juventus
Ironically,
player.
Is Roque Jr. not a Roma and Leeds player?
Well, I know he played for AC Milan, but I don't.
Oh, it's AC Milan. Okay.
I don't remember him playing for Roma.
I'm so happy. You guided me towards the current squad as well because I was initially thinking.
Did Marco Del Vecchio play for Juventus?
Is that what you want me to check?
Yes, I think you need to check it rather than.
Is that going to be your guess?
Potentially.
Well, I'm not going to tell you.
No, don't tell me, but have it available if that is my guess. This has got to be dead easy. This has got to be someone obvious and Italian that played for.
Okay, I have that answer prepared.
Did David Santon play for Juventus? He was my other thought for Roma and Newcastle. David Santon has played. I don't even know if he's played for Roma, to be honest.
I feel like I have one. Possibly.
Okay. For which one? Leeds and Roma or Juventus and Roma?
Well, my only thought for Juventus and Roma I ended up using for Brazil. So I'm thinking I might have a Leeds and Roma, possibly. But I could be very wrong, to be fair.
So you've got to think of 0102 era, really.
Because that's peak Roma and peak Leeds.
Exactly. See, Decor could have played for Roma.
Certainly was capable.
Don't know if he ever did, though. Don't know enough about his career.
He's French, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay. Not Australian, as I'm used to seeing it.
Yeah.
Doesn't help when the Super League's looking edited the database.
What about... See, whereas Guigu played, he could have played anywhere. Did Walter Samuel?
I'd never even heard of him apart from 0102.
Yeah. Did Aldair play? No. I'm going to guess at Del Vecchio, but I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
Going Del Vecchio?
Yeah, for Roma and Juventus.
Okay. So according to his Wikipedia page,
Yeah.
Del Vecchio's career went Inter Milan, Venezia, Udinese, Inter Milan, Roma, Brescia, Parma, Ascoli, and Pescatore Ostia.
So that is incorrect from me in that case then. Fuck, I thought it was being dead clever picking Roma as well.
So, my thought process was I'm sure there was a keeper recently go from Leeds to Roma, but I can't think what his name is. It was like Christensen or something like that. I think that's in the last 2 seasons. But you're going to, because it would cost you a win, you're going to be specific in terms of being able to say what his name is. Even though you could Google Leeds goalkeeper Roma Leeds and see that it happened.
Yeah, you are going to need.
And I'm sure it's like Christensen or something, but I can't. I can't say exactly what his name is, so I don't know their team well enough. But I know it was in the last 2 years because I'm sure Jose signed him from Leeds. But would that be when they were in the Premier League? And that's when they had like Meslier or whatever his name is as the goalie, which is why the other guy wasn't playing.
Islan Meslier, yeah.
But because you're going to do this, I think your shout of decor is possible. And I kind of wish I'd thought about it. And when you said to check Del Vecchio, check decor as well. That would have been a fucking genius move.
I think you stick with that goalkeeper. I don't know his name either.
I know I'm 90% sure a goalkeeper moved in the last 2 years, but I can't remember what his name is.
I know you're right, but I also
No, I won't get his name.
No, I'm not saying you won't get his name. I just can't think of his fucking name.
The only other thing
I'm an idiot. I've just got one for Juve and Roma from 0102.
The only other one I'm thinking, but I don't know if it's. I'm pretty sure Juventus is right, but I'm not sure if it's Roma or if it's Lazio. I'm thinking it's one of the Delivios would have possibly done it. But you're now pretty confident you've got an answer, which doesn't help me in the slightest.
I don't know that it's definitely correct.
The goalkeeper I'm very confident of, but I don't know what his name is. So I will go for decor. If you could check decor for me, please.
I know it's right. Come on!
You gave me that one as well.
I did. I'm really fucking annoyed at that one. And it's Alberto Aquilani I was thinking of.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Another good player, just very injury prone.
Really fucking annoying. So nobody won that one. Although you got 5 and I got 4, but nobody got 3.
Only through the thing of going first.
Exactly. So we're going to have to do another round, I'm afraid, to pick a winner.
Try and get it to the full 2 hours this year.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? It's because we started dicking about talking about the fucking Super League. Right, go on then.
You can go first this time.
Let's go with.
Are we saying we can't pick any of the same 6?
Yeah, let's go different.
Okay.
So let's go with. Let's go with France. It's a nice, fairly easy one.
I will go Real Madrid.
That's a good one.
I feel I stand half a chance of knowing Real Madrid players.
Exactly. And I'm going to go with Arsenal.
Nice.
I think that is a doable one. And I'm going to want to throw a curveball out at the end.
I will go. See, I should really play it smart and think, what do I know from the ones you've picked? Let's go But then if I know them, you're going to know them, which makes it easier. Let's go. Man City.
Okay. I want to throw a curveball in here.
Well, the thing is, you're not going to name someone like Swindon because nobody has played for Real Madrid and Swindon.
No, not at all. So let's go with played in Turkey.
Oh, you never told me I could do this.
Yeah. You were given the rules ahead of time.
Rangers.
Oh, that's a dickhead shout, that one. Okay.
You go first.
I can go first. That's not a problem at all. I will go with... Try and knock these Rangers ones out. French for Rangers. Fucking hate Rangers.
Oh, of course, yeah, you're a Celtic, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I'm Catholic, so I'm legally not allowed to be anything other than...
Monagers.
Rangers and Arsenal. I'm just going to go bang in the middle and go Samir Nasri. Nice and easy.
Oh, you bastard.
Also French as well to take that one off the board.
Rangers and Arsenal. I'll go... Oh, see, that's a shit one to put in there, actually, now that you've taken that one. Then again, it stops you going straight down the middle, doesn't it? And Arsenal's probably the easier one. Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, that is fairly obvious. Okay, so I think I want to go. I'm not convinced you'll get that one. So
Which
I'm
one?
going to go Man City.
I'm going to struggle on the played in Turkey.
That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to go French and Man City. And I'm going to go Aymeric Laporte. Get that one in blue. And then, oh, fuck. Nasri played in Turkey. That's annoying.
See, we're leaving the Real Madrid ones. Oh, fucking hell.
But I mean, realistically, you need a Man City and played in Turkey, or I've won.
Oh, yeah. I suppose I should. Now, instantly I'm thinking one of the Toure brothers.
Okay.
If you could just start fact-checking while I talk myself in or out of it. I can't remember where Yaya went after Man City. Did he go back to Barcelona? No, surely not. Colo went to Celtic. See, Man City, I'm probably better going pre-oil money, aren't I, for this? I can't think that they've ever had a Turkish player.
I've just checked both the Toure brothers. Sorry.
Okay, so you know whether
I know whether they're right or not. Yeah. I will let you know that without using either of the Toure brothers, I do have an answer for played in Turkey.
Of course you do.
And Man City.
Excellent.
I might also showboat.
played in Turkey is different than playing for Turkey as well.
Yep. So in the Turkish leagues.
Because I would say İlkay Gundogan would be a good shout, but I don't think he would have. I'm sure he's Turkish, but played for Germany. He's definitely played for Germany.
Yeah.
So would he have ever played in Turkey?
I've got that up to check as well, by the way.
I'm trying to think who. So you got Galatasaray. Fenerbahce. Fucking, and you're going to put me on a fucking clock as well.
Yep. Definitely should have done, considering it's almost 2 hours in already. And you've still not eaten.
No, I still haven't eaten, you're right. Right, so İlkay Gundogan's probably my best shout, but I don't think
do a 10-second countdown because I can get that up on screen.
Right, Gundogan, Toure.
3, 2.
Oh, Robinho! Is Robinho right? He's the only other one I can think of.
I mean, Edin Dzeko is definitely right because he's currently
playing. Edin Dzeko is the perfect answer.
Let's try Robinho.
No, there's no way Robinho went to Turkey.
Turkey. Oh, you jammy cunt.
No way.
He played for Sivasspor and Istanbul Başakşehir.
Oh, fuck.
You jammy bastard. I think we need a VAR on that one. Hang on. Did Dzeko play for Real Madrid? That is the question.
Well, you've just checked him, haven't you? Or
no,
did you already know?
I already know he's currently playing for Fenerbahce.
Okay.
I don't know if he played for Real Madrid. I don't think he played for Real Madrid.
I have that answer ready. Just saying it.
Oh, okay, cool.
So obviously, if you don't say it, I won't say him because I've checked it for you in advance.
Yeah, of course. So I'm going to go with French and Real Madrid.
Fucking hell! That means you're going to give me Rangers and played in Turkey.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, if you go France and Real Madrid, I've got to stop you.
It's Rangers and France. I think you need to stop.
Oh, either way, you've got it two ways. Look.
How have I got it two ways?
Go diagonal.
Yeah.
So if you, whichever one I do, you go in the other corner.
Well,
so it's whether you know a Rangers player that's played in Turkey.
A Rangers? Oh yeah, of course. I didn't even look at that.
Fucking hell, lad! Come on.
Fucking terrible effort.
It's your fucking game.
I wasn't even looking there. Yeah, of course I did. Yeah, a Rangers played in. Yeah, basically we just need.
So, which one do I think you're least likely? You're surely least likely to know a Rangers player that's played in Turkey.
I don't know if I can do a French Rangers player. To be fair,
I can definitely do a French Rangers player. I can do multiple French Rangers players. It's just whether you. I'm going to have to back the fact that you won't be able to do a Rangers player that's played in Turkey, whereas I think I have an answer for that as well. So Rangers of France, I'll go for Jean-Alain Boumson.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he played for both.
He did play for both.
I'm gonna Google it just in case.
Don't tell me he only played for fucking under 21s or something. I'll be fucking livid. Absolutely livid.
He
Have a cap. Please have a cap.
Oh no, he doesn't. He just needs to be French. He doesn't.
Oh,
need
okay.
He doesn't need a cap.
I took that as he had to play for France.
No, he's French, and
Okay, that's fine.
yeah. Although
Oh.
Laporte is technically Spanish but has French cap, so right, Rangers and played in Turkey.
I mean, you don't technically have to.
No, I could showboat and go Real Madrid, Arsenal, and then see if you can get a Real Madrid played in Turkey or a Rangers.
That'd be pretty confident I could do. I think.
All right, go on then. I'll draw it out a little bit longer. Real Madrid and Arsenal.
Oh wait, no, we probably picked the same player.
Let's have a little think. Nicholas Anelka. He definitely played for Real Madrid, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Oh, you better run a VAR on that just in case.
You want me to check it?
You better do.
I'm 98%.
I'm almost adamant as well. I just panicked then.
Checking it now. Anelka, went from Arsenal to Real Madrid.
From Arsenal to Real Madrid, didn't it? Yeah.
I also am
aware that is an answer because he did play in Turkey as well.
So, I either stop you by going Real Madrid Turkey, or I try and win by going Rangers Turkey.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thought process. Mesut Ozil, I'm sure he definitely was Real Madrid. We know that. I assume that's who you would go for Real Madrid Arsenal. I'm sure he's Turkish, but ended up playing for Germany. Did he play in Turkey at any point, though? My other thought process is there was one player that I thought possibly was Rangers Turkey, and I just didn't know whether you knew it because it's the sort of thing you would know. And again, it depends on how pernickety you're going to be, and you might want to fact check it in advance. I presume you're fact checking Ozil at the moment.
I am. Yep.
Now I know the ex-Blackburn midfielder that came from Rangers. Tungai? Or Tungai?
Tungai.
And he's got the other bit of his name, and it's whether you're going to...
No, I'm not.
So... I know he went from, I want to say it was Galatasaray to Rangers, because I remember, obviously, my dad's a Rangers fan. So growing up, I was very into Rangers. So that's peak Rangers territory we're talking. But it depends whether you're going to insist on, I know it's Tungai K, but I can't remember what the K is.
I'm not going to insist that you say Kerimoglu, no.
Oh, okay. So you know who it is. But it's whether he came from, I want to say Galatasaray, but I don't even think he's Turkish. So I don't know why I think he came from Galatasaray. I mean, stupid question. Galatasaray is Turkey, isn't it?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, you fact checkers, are you fact checking Tungai for me as well? In advance of whichever, it's going to be one of those two.
I can tell you, I know for a fact one of them is right, and I didn't bother fact checking it.
And
I went to fact check it and then give up on it.
You already told me that you fact checked Ozil, which means you already know. Oh, does that mean you know Tungai's right? I'm going to go Tungai.
No. So I went to fact check Ozil, knowing it was right.
Oh, so he did play in Turkey.
Yes, he's currently playing in Turkey.
So should I go Ozil now? Now that you've told me that, I'm going to go Tugay because you told me Ozil.
They're both right.
Oh yes!
So
I'll tell you what, Robinho is possibly the greatest shout I've ever had in my life.
well, I'm really annoyed because I didn't look and see you could have won there. Otherwise, I would have immediately gone for. I would have gone there instead of Vanelka and won the bloody thing.
So after I pointed out that you could win there, you didn't then notice that I could
that
win
you
there.
could have win there. Yeah, no, that was really fucking stupid. Yeah, I was gonna go Wesley Schneider, and I'm
Did
not
he
even.
play for
convinced-
Rangers?
I'm not even convinced. No, for played
Oh,
for
for
Turkey
Real Madrid and Turkey.
and Real Madrid, and I'm not even convinced he played for Real Madrid.
No, he definitely played for Real Madrid.
Are we sure?
I'm 99% sure he did. I loved Wesley Schneider. What a player. So
He
criminally
did play for Real Madrid,
underrated.
and he played a lot of games for Galatasaray. So
Criminally underrated, Wesley Schneider.
spelt it wrong. Schneider. So either way, you won.
But Robinho saved me.
Robinho is a great shout, in fairness. Yeah. In late limbs fashion as well, as I was counting down to one. I had Edin Dzeko for that one. Fucking annoying. Congratulations, you won.
Thank you. I've enjoyed games night.
That's been quite fun, yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again sometime, but obviously not to interrupt the Super League schedule because people will shout at us.
Exactly. Yeah. I think we might need to get a games master on as well, and maybe
Someone to like oversee the rules.
exactly. Yeah. Good. But I've got that set up now, so we can do a tenable or a tic tac toe or whatever going forward.
Okay. And I've already got a game in mind for you for another time. But that'll do. We've done 2 hours. It's been a pleasure as always, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, I say pleasure as always. We'll probably stop recording and then just start texting each other anyway.
Fuck no, I'll go to bed. It's way past my bedtime.
But I need to go. I need to eat something. So from me and from Smuts, I hope you've enjoyed games night. We will see you again probably in a week's time. Viva the Super League.
Toodles.